Right, okay. So let's have a bit of music in the background. Right. So where am I up to today? Well, as you all know, I, I got prostate cancer. I had to have my prostate took out. Went back, I think it was 6 or 8 weeks later. I think it was 8 weeks. You get told that the surgery went well. Um, you're now cancer free. We'll monitor you every 3 months, take blood tests, make sure, keep an eye on the PSA levels, make sure the cancer's not come back and spread to anywhere else, which it does have a little habit of doing. So we just got to keep an eye on that. So when you get told that the surgery went well, and you're now cancer free, that's not the end of it. That basically is the start of it, because the side effects having your prostate removed are worse than the actual surgery. So for the first couple of months, your prostate controls the flow of your water when you have a pee. Once you take that out, there's nothing there to hold it. So you've got no control over your bladder. I mean, you've got some control, but you leak a lot. So for the first couple of months, excuse me, you have to wear these things. So you just pop them down the front of your boxes, tuck it under. So if you leak anything, it's all going into that. They are very good. They're like how Tampax work for women, soaks up all their fluids. This soaks up mine. So yeah, you've got that to deal with. Luckily, I'm out of these now. I've got my bladder under control. There's just every now and then, if I laugh too much, a little bit might seep out. So I bought these boxer shorts now that have a pad down the front of them. So if anything does leak out, and it is like a little tiny bit, if anything does, it goes into there, and that soaks them up just the same as that. So yeah, there's that. Luckily, I've got that under control pretty early, so that's good. The other thing is what I've mentioned in the past, is the erections. They're non-existent. So like I've explained before, say that's your prostate, the nerves that give a man an erection, they're wrapped around the prostate like that, all around it, like that. So when they take the prostate out, they have to cut all these away and they remove the prostate. So then these nerves are just lay there in a coma. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to wake up. They just lay there. So it can take up to, you reckon, up to 2 years for them to wake back up again and start kicking in. I don't know how good it's going to be when it does come back, or if it comes back. Because I'm in a couple of groups on Facebook, men who have had the surgery and all that. And there's some guys on there, they're 10 years down the line, and there's still nothing happening down there. So Linda keeps telling me to get out of these groups because that just messes with your head as well. You start thinking the worst, and I'm going to be honest, this is going to sound really selfish and that, but when I start thinking like that, a part of me is thinking, I hope the fucking cancer comes back and just gets me. And I know that's stupid, but it's how it makes you feel. Not being able to get an erection, you feel useless. You don't feel like you're a man. And some women will probably think, oh, typical guy thinking with his dick all the time. It's not about that. It's not about sex or anything like that. It's the fact that I know that is just a lifeless piece of flesh down there doing nothing. Nothing can make it get erect. Nothing at all. And that messes with a man's head. It really does. You just do not feel like a man. And it's difficult for me to put into words. But like I say, it's nothing about wanting to have sex all the time and all that. It's nothing about that. Jesus, me and Linda's had more sex than you could ever think. So we've had our lifetime of sex, me and her. It'd be nice to have some more, don't get me wrong, but it's not about that. It's about how it makes you feel as a man and how it makes you feel worthless with it nothing happening down there. So anyway, because of that, I have to take Viagra every couple of days. Now that's not to give me an erection. What it's for is before I had my surgery, there was a natural flow of blood running to my penis all the time. Like when a guy wakes up in the middle of the night and he might have an erection, all that's going on. That's your body helping your penis, keeping it working. Because they're saying that when they say if you don't use it, you lose it, that's completely true with a man's penis. If you don't use it, you will lose it. So that's why your body gives a man an erection through the night. It's keeping it filled with blood and keeping it active. So I take these. I've not got as much blood running down there now. So I have to take these tablets that keep a good flow of blood going down there to keep it healthy. And also, the hospital will give you one of these. So what that is, I put my penis inside there, seal it onto my flesh, and then pump, 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 pump. And that creates a vacuum inside, and it starts sucking blood into my penis and making it look like it's erect. And that keeps the elasticity of the penis so that you, when the erections do come back, they'll come back naturally and hopefully as they were before. If you don't use one of these, well then the dick's just going to keep shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, and you'll probably end up with a 1-inch hard on when it does come back. But anyway, I didn't like that. I thought it was a load of shit. So I went on to Amazon and I bought this one. This is a battery powered one. So just turn it on like that. There's the green lights. Again, put my willy in there. Press the top button. I think you should be able to hear that. That's sucking now, creating a vacuum. And again, that sucks blood into the penis and starts stretching it. Because you need to keep the penis stretched and keep blood going into it all the time. So I'll just stop that. Now, this, let me just explain one thing again. So, say that's the prostate there. Underneath the prostate, you've got the urethra running into the penis. And that's how then you've got urethra at the top running into the bladder. So your pee comes out the bladder, into the urethra, passes through the prostate, straight down the urethra, and out of your willy. So when they take that prostate away, right, that's gone. This urethra now has to be reattached to that urethra up there. So this one down here gets pulled up and stitched. So when they pull that urethra up, they pull the penis into your body. So you're losing a bit of length. Now, generally, it's not a lot of length that you do lose, but would have to be me, wouldn't it? When I went back for my 8-week checkup to give me the results and everything, he told me that the urethra on top of the prostate, the cancer had started going up that and going towards my bladder. So they've had to cut more away than they anticipated. So once they've took this away, the urethra down here has had to be pulled up even more. Pulling even more of my willy in. Great. So at the minute, well, it's getting better actually, to be fair, but I'd say a couple of months ago, it looked like a newborn baby's. We couldn't believe it looking at it. But I tried this out before I had the surgery, and it's got measurements on there, and up to there is 7 inches. And I'm not bragging or anything. I'm just going to explain it as it is. But when I used this before the surgery, my penis would go past the 7 inches. And I was quite impressed with that. I thought, oh, hey, that's all right, isn't it? Now I put it in, and I'm lucky if it goes to the 5 inch. So that's like just over 2 inches have disappeared, gone. So, oh, let me turn that off. They do reckon that if I continue using the tablets, continue using the pump, keep the elasticity in the penis, keep it healthy, that you will regain your length. It's just going to take time. Where was I going with that one then? That's threw me off. Don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I've got to keep using that. I've got to keep taking the pills, keep pumping it. But the fact that I can't get an erection, that really messes with your head. I say you don't feel like a man. You feel useless. Yeah. I've even thought. I don't know if I've just mentioned this. I don't know. But I trust my wife 100%. Right, she's a fantastic wife. But you've got that little voice in the back of your head, thinking, "Is she going to leave me? Is she going to find somebody else?" So that's always there, and when that's going on, it's your head's fucked up. To be fair, it's just it's a mess. And like Linda says, she says, "Look, we've had shitloads of sex. It's not an issue anymore." So there is that. So I've got a fantastic wife. I've got a fantastic company that I work for who have looked after me. So I am very lucky. But it's just a fight. It's a mental fight with yourself. Trying to get your head round things not working down there. So that's that. That's where I'm up to. I've got to have another blood test on the 8th of June. Get my PSA checked again. Hopefully it'll be undetectable again. If it does start creeping up, well then I've got to start having radiotherapy. Yeah, and I'm hoping to go back to work in 2 weeks. Get back round the lads at work, start having a bit of a giggle again, and try and get my head in a better place. Being stuck at home isn't good for the soul, I tell you. So thank God I've got my music and all that. That keeps me going. So that's where I'm up to anyway. So I'm going to leave it there because I'm just waffling on. And if anything changes, I shall update you. And if or when my erections do come back, I'm going to have a big erection party. And you're all welcome. Okie dokes. Cheerio.